What is up, my fellow Night Dwellers? Couch Command here, the teddy bear who teaches you how to mod different things. Today we're looking at Conan Exiles again. I taught you how to mod this back in 2021 from Gamepass. I'm teaching it again for 2022 because I know there's been some issues, some changes, and it's a little tricky. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So back in 2021, I put out a video on how to mod Conan Exiles. It was back during the era of enabled mods being an option, enable mods being right here. That obviously has gone away as of the start of 2022. So during 2022, I was telling people how to mod by going ahead and using this method here, which is we manage the game, we go to the file, which Conan Exiles, we go into content, Windows no editor, Conan sandbox, we right click here, we do a new folder, we call it mods. Inside of this folder here, we add a new file, text document specifically, called mod list. You then come in here, put whatever packs you're loading in as far as the game goes, whatever packs. You then drag that pack file in here, and that would manually load the mod, and you'd be able to play. The thing is, when you do this, we come and play the game, play without BattleEye because you're playing modded. BattleEye is for non-modded. We come in here and cue a time jump until we're actually at the main screen. You come in here, you'd have no mods available over here on the left still. And whenever you went into single player, you'd have the mods load, but you wouldn't actually be able to select the mods or anything. And if you go to play online, you pick your server. By the way, again, if you look for items without BattleEye, odds are it's a modded server. So let's pick this guy here. We're going to click join. You'll notice it's got 12 Steam mods on this. One, you can't get Steam mods anymore for Microsoft because of how they set it up. Two, whenever you come in, you'll get this. So Conan did this amazing thing where as long as the server has the mods, you can just download them by just subscribing and updating all. You just download all the mods. They'd all come down to your desktop. You can play with the mods then on the server. You'd be great. Well, here's the thing. Mods are not enabled. Please check Microsoft Store. So this method went out the door. So you could manually mod Conan Exiles. However, you didn't have access to the 99% of mods. You also couldn't join servers unless you manually downloaded all the mods on your own or had somebody send you those mods, and then you could join. Well, that's obviously not ideal. But doing some digging, I learned that some people back during the era of you can't have it anywhere but C drive figured out a fix for the C drive thing. Specifically by making a file link to the C drive for their existing folder location. Now I got thinking here, well, why did it only work on C drive originally? There are two different types of routing people can do for files as far as programs go. One is explicit, one is implicit. Explicit routing, you specify the exact path you want to go. This is an explicit route. Whatever. Now, implicit routing, instead you do a different character at the start that says, hey, I'm going to start at the route of wherever the executable is, and then I'm going to move from there. As a result, it doesn't matter where the executable is, you will still find the exact route as far as the files go. Now, odds are Conan Exiles from default on Steam had implicit routing because I've not seen any articles around people having issues modding from Steam. Odds are what happened to make it more secure, to keep people limited as far as how they could use it. Odds are Microsoft required them to do something where it would only function from the modifiable Windows app folder. As a result, they added an explicit route, specifically C. Well, that being the case, now that we no longer put files in modifiable Windows apps, we can't do that anymore. Like, we don't have that folder, and so just downloading the game and running it doesn't work. But this method here will still work for us. So if I actually go into my folder here, and let's go to this PC, local C drive, we're going to go into program files, right? So we come into the program files here and we look for modifiable Windows apps. If you do not have it, I'm going to link to this document. Just copy modifiable Windows apps here. We're going to come in here. We're going to go right click, new folder. We're going to paste modifiable Windows apps. We're going to come in here. We're going to right click on it. We're going to go into properties, security, and advanced. We're going to make sure administrator is the owner. And under users, we're going to change the permission, and we're going to go ahead and disable inheritance. This is converting inherited permissions into explicit permissions. Basically, it means it's no longer going to use the other ones. We're going to replace the child ones. We're going to modify user, and we're going to grant user full control. Now, in the event you have the old modifiable Windows apps, what you're going to do, you're going to come into advanced. You'll notice here it'll say something about launcher services. You click change, and we're going to search for administrators. Click check name. We get the administrators. We're going to replace, apply. And then you're going to click on user again, and you're going to edit, and you're going to grant full control just like what we did. Now, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and enter CMD, right click and run that as administrator. And we're going to copy this path here. Make link J blah, 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 blah. What this is doing is it's basically making a link where things running at this location over on the E drive or wherever are going to act like they're running from this Windows modifiable apps folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into our game here, manage, files, browse. We're going to go into Conan Exiles. We're going to just snag this location right here by using Control C to copy it. We're going to come here, we're going to delete this piece, and we're going to paste it there. Now this is created in a link drive. So again, things run basically like they're actually running from that hard-coded location that they created. You'll notice Junction was created. So let's close out of this. And if you come inside of this modifiable Windows apps now, we have this Conan Exiles link here. Now, if this functioned appropriately, we can launch this without BattleEye again. Now this time when we go to the main menu, we should have an additional option here, mods. You'll notice that got added. Now, the beauty of this is now that we've got that configured, we now see mods. If we go play online and we pick our random server again, let's find a server with mods. We pick this first guy, we click join. Here's the beauty. Even though we can't get them from Steam, even though we can't do anything, we can now select the mods that are set on this server and we can download them all. So we will actually get the mods for this server. We'll be able to play on this server. We can actually play solo with these mods if we want to. So you can now use all the mods from the servers that you want. And that is how you mod Conan Exiles in 2022. This was Couchman. You guys all have a good night, a great tomorrow, and an amazing rest of the week. I'll see you next time.